So I haven't seen it like in a minute, but I just thought of this just randomly today that I also have been seeing Mickey Mouse T-shirts. I saw that like yesterday or something. I just see gang stalkers with Mickey Mouse T-shirts, and I saw Targeted Journey talk about it on her channel. I don't know if that's something that they do to everybody or what, but I started noticing it before she said it though. And there was one night where this guy was singing the Mickey Mouse song as I crossed the street, and he was like talking synchronized before that, and it was like it wasn't that late at night. It was like 10 o'clock or something like that, maybe, I think. But it was like really quiet though, like eerily quiet, like unusually quiet, because there's usually loud trucks driving around gang stalking. There's cars in general driving around gang stalking. But it was really quiet and there wasn't a lot of cars out. But like this guy was just talking really loud though. And he was doing it synchronized. And then he starts singing the Mickey Mouse song as I cross the street. The song that they're singing on Full Metal Jacket, that song. And he starts singing it, and then he's like singing it synchronized with me walking by corners, and then he's singing it synchronized, or like it ends the song synchronized when I walk by it, the alley or whatever. And then I've just been seeing people with Mickey Mouse T-shirts on, meeting me synchronized. And Mickey Mouse is like MM, Master Mason, and he wears the white Masonic gloves and everything. And he's like a Masonic symbol. But I don't know. I just been seeing, just occasionally, I've just been seeing people with Mickey Mouse T-shirts, and then occasionally I'll see people with the Epstein Island striped T-shirts. Just a white and a blue striped T-shirt, like the Epstein Island building. Gang stalking, synchronizing on me. And then I also wanted to say, like, there's levels of gang stalking, and like different people get different things. And like, I don't know. I think like some people don't understand that maybe or whatever, but like some people get crazy like vandalism and shit, and I don't really like they come in my apartment and I know they do, and they like rearrange shit, and I don't know how often or whatever, but like I saw this one channel, she said that they were like smearing feces on her door and like breaking her windows out and shit in her house. I don't know. I don't think she makes videos anymore. But yeah, and then like that Paul guy, he says that they like say a bunch of racist shit to him. They do like pedophile shit to me, and like A113 license plates and shit. So, but other than that, it's mostly just like it's like synchronizers, and they'll like say creepy things and make creepy sound effects and shit, and like try to make me feel like threatened or whatever. Or like they're coming to get me or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I've come home and there's weird smells when I come in my apartment sometimes. Like somebody was just eating food in here. Like they just brought some food in here and ate it in here. I don't know. And then there was one day where I woke up, and ever since then I like put something in front of my door when I go to bed. Because one morning I woke up and there was like I was looking for my shoes, or I was looking for one shoe. I had the other shoe and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I just had this random thought. I was like, well, I haven't looked outside of the door. Is it out there? Or I think the door was unlocked too, and I always lock it. So I was like, is it outside of the door? Like I just had that random thought, and I look out the door and it's outside of the door. And I always take my shoes off after I come inside. Like I've never taken my shoe off outside of the door, and I've never just left it out there. And like, there's no reason it should be sitting outside the door. So that happened one day. And then, I don't know. Like, I think they just move things around sometimes, and just like, who knows, maybe they're eating my food when I'm gone, or I don't know. Yeah, I just put this broom in front of my door. And then, like, before I knew I was being gang stalked, someone came and jiggled my door handle, my doorknob one night. Yeah, I saw your video talking about it, that you got shot at. I'm glad you're okay. That's fucked up. Like you seem to get some crazier gang stalking than I do. Like some people just get like really insane like harassment. It's crazy. Yeah, the thing about the cameras though, like I think they can hack them. I don't know. Uh, I don't think I sleepwalk. I think there's gang stalkers rearranging things in my apartment though. Like I don't really notice it that often. Like, but I think they like make holes in your clothing and stuff, and like just break shit, and like my beat machine just doesn't work anymore. I don't know if they broke that or what, but Get an SD card. Yeah. And then but then like I was watching Real Gang Stalking channel, and he said that he like set up a video camera in his house, just like a camcorder, and left it on, and then he would come home and it would be turned off and the file would be deleted. And he says that like they're like going into his video game. He's playing Skyrim and they're like doing things in his video game and like changing the like his like whatever his experience points or whatever go up or whatever. And like it's just like a thing that only he would notice, and like just like a really like subtle way to like to stalk him, I guess. Just like change the settings on his game or change the experience on his game or whatever. It's crazy. But I don't know. They're all on the dark web, yeah. Like I like what you're saying about a class action lawsuit and stuff, but I don't know how it would work because everybody's in on it. Like I don't know. But I don't discourage anyone from doing that, or you know. This white SUV just turned the corner right when I walk up to the window. In that video I made today, there's a butterfly flying up over the building in front of me right as a car turned, right as a gang stalker turned in front of me or whatever. Uh, and like when I'm looking out my window of my apartment, a lot of times there'll be birds out there synchronizing with cars driving by, and cats running by synchronizing with cars driving by. And there was a bat one night that was flying up in my window, and just a lot of things. Later, bro. There's a black car driving through the parking lot, and then there's a silver car driving out, and it drives in front of him right when he parks. And there's a black and a silver synchronizer that they do all day, every day, with black and a silver car, or multiple black and silver cars. And then a white SUV is driving out, and he's gonna get out of the black car right when it goes around the corner. No, but there's some type of there's this bug flying up my window right when he goes around the corner. I'm telling you, these bugs. It's a lot of bugs out here that are gang stalking. This place is bugged. Literally. And there's a fly in my apartment right now. That's a bugged bug. He's bugging me. I don't know where he's at right now, but he was flying over my head right when I woke up. And like I just wake up and then it's like zzz. And then there was some car making a sound outside. I forget what it was. And then I think there was a siren this morning. Before that, like I woke up and then I went back to sleep. And most mornings there's something right when I wake up, some type of sound or a fly buzzing right over my ear. Or something, someone walking by in the hallway. And it's like right, like the wall where the hallway is right where my head is. So like there's like walking right by my head, basically. And the walls are pretty thin in this apartment too. So it'll either be that or a car outside or a siren or a bug or someone yelling outside or a garbage truck dumping a dumpster outside, right outside my window. Or something. Or nothing. Sometimes nothing. And then it's something right when I get up out of my bed. But then sometimes it's not there either. And sometimes it's just quiet and there's no gang stalkers outside until I go outside. Like if it's early in the morning especially. But then right when I go outside, they're out there. And I keep forgetting about things to talk about, and then I'll remember, and then I'll forget again, because there's just a billion things that they do. And like some things like come and go, like some things that they do it repetitively, but then it stops, and then like I'll forget about it maybe, or whatever. But then it'll come back later or whatever. But I don't know. I swear there's something else I was gonna talk about. But Who's in here? I always see this. It's like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like a bike, like, thing. Like everybody has bike pedals on it, but it's like a giant like bus looking thing. But like everybody in the seats has a bike pedal, and they're all paddling it down the street. And that thing's always driving around downtown and stuff. And it's always meeting me at intersections. Like every time I see it, which is really weird because there's a bunch of people on it, and like they can't all be gang stalkers, I don't think, or maybe they are all gang stalkers, or maybe just the guy leading it is a gang stalker. I don't know. But they're just always meeting me at the intersection, like every time I see it. And it's just kind of weird how that's always happening. I don't think I've ever caught it on camera, but it is always happening. Oh, and then I was gonna mention the LabCorp cars. I always see the LabCorp, which I haven't seen them in a while. Or like I saw one like a week ago or something, but like I used to see them like every day. Like I say, things just come and go, and like I haven't seen it like that frequently, like for a long time. But I'll see them occasionally, just once in a while. But I used to see it like every day. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. The LabCorp cars, you know, and the Amazon cars. I see those all the time. Have you guys ever seen what's that movie called? What's that movie called? Forgot. What is it? Repo Man. Have you ever seen Repo Man? That movie, it's pretty insane. And then when I walk up to my window now, the clouds look normal today. They don't look like chemtrail clouds, they look like regular clouds. There's a silver car And he drove by regular, like a regular person. Thank God. There was a white SUV. And he also drove regular, like a regular person. But I think they're probably gang stalkers. They're just slightly off. Sometimes they're just a little bit delayed. But, I don't know. Just usually when I see a white SUV, it's a gang stalker, so. I haven't seen the planes in a few days. Or like 2 days. They'll be back. And then like some people, like I said, people get different things. Like some people just get a ton of drones all the time. I don't really. I see them occasionally. I mean, I see there's like one I think that's out there every night. I think, but it's like in the distance. But like sometimes they'll look like they're closer. And then like some people just get helicopters all the time. I don't really see helicopters that often, but sometimes I do. And then one day, right when I walked out of my apartment, there was a helicopter flying extremely low directly over my head. Like I'm in an action movie and I'm Bruce Willis walking out of a building in slow motion and there's a helicopter flying over my head. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like I was in Vietnam or something. There's just a helicopter just right over me. This is right when I walk out the door. But it didn't look like a military helicopter or anything like that. It was just like a regular like green like Ninja Turtles green helicopter. I don't know, they're not really gang stalking a whole lot right now, but then a whole bunch of cars are gonna drive out all at once or whatever. They're just weird like that. What else y'all want to know about the weirdos? Don't ask me why they're weird, I don't know. They're just weird like that. They can't tell me why, so I don't know. I don't know why they're weird and why they gotta be weird around me specifically and around other people specifically. Not just me. I don't think I'm the center of Earth. But they do. There's a car driving out specifically for me, I bet. Yeah, this black car is turned on right when he drove by it, I think. It's one of those it's not like an ATV, but it's like a small it's like a golf cart looking thing. I don't know what you call those things. It's like an off-road golf cart thing. Whatever you call those things. Every time I see them, It's a gang stalker, and it's not the same one every time. It's different ones. But every time I see those things, it's a gang stalker. Ugh. And then, like, the last two jobs are like before the other job that I had, the last two jobs, I got fired because I was being gang stalked, because people were messing with me and I was reacting to it, and I didn't know that I was being gang stalked, and I got fired because of it, because people were deliberately messing with me and I could tell, but I didn't know that they were gang stalkers. I didn't know what was happening, but so I got fired and was like almost homeless, and like I would probably be in a better position in life had I not been being unknowingly gang stalked by terrorist scumbags that mentally, psychologically manipulate people and gaslight people and make them go crazy deliberately without them even knowing it even. They just ruin people's lives. For what? Why? Can anybody tell me why? Can any gang stalker tell me why they deliberately ruin people's lives? And would they want someone deliberately teaming up on them to ruin their life? No, they would not. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't think it's funny at that moment. It wouldn't be funny if it was happening to them, but when it's happening to me, it's funny apparently. And I didn't do anything. I'm not a chomo or anything like that. I'm not like a baby raper and baby eater or anything like that. Like, you know, like the people that run the government. I'm not like those type of people. I don't drone bomb people and eat babies. So why should I be gang stalked? Can anybody tell me why I should be gang stalked? What's the reason? I heard this loud truck outside right after I stopped talking. He was a gang stalker, and then someone just closed their car on a black car, and a silver car drove out at the same time. Closed the door on the black car, I mean. Yo, dog, I heard you like cars, so I closed the car on a car. That sounds like something a gang stalker would do. Actually, they'll close a car on a car, and then sync up a car with the car, and then there'll be another car. He's got too many cars. Why do they have so many cars? Why is so many people driving cars deliberately? It's a lot of questions. Like, why is so many people driving cars deliberately around me? Why is it a lot of people every 2 minutes driving cars deliberately around me? And then walking out and dumping trash in a dumpster synchronized. They walk out, they dump the trash in the dumpster, and then right when they walk around the corner again, a red car drives out. And then a monarch butterfly came up and flew in my window. A monarch butterfly. Monarch programming. MK Ultra butterfly came up and flew in my window. I just see monarch butterflies a lot gang stalking me. I see all types of butterflies gang stalking me and all types of different bugs. But I think the monarch butterfly is for monarch programming, and that's why they use the monarch butterflies on me. Because this is some MK Ultra shit. That's what this is. It's MK Ultra 9000. The directed conversation, like that's some MK Ultra shit. Like, they're saying all these words to like trigger you. It's crazy. And then my water heater turned on synchronized again earlier today. And then my toilet has been synchronizing again. It will just start turning on. Here's that robot fly over here on the floor. What's up, bitch? I'm gonna slap you one day and you're gonna die. Then what? And you're gonna have to send another robot fly in here to stare at me when I'm naked. Like a weirdo. Like he just comes up and flies in my face at synchronized moments and stuff. And like lands on my hand or whatever. I'll be looking at something and he'll like fly over and land on it at a synchronized time. These bugs just be synchronized on me all day. It's crazy. I don't know if there's any. Is there any real bugs out there? Is there any real people out there? I know some of y'all are real. I'm real. So, I know that. But out here, is there any real people? I don't know that. I don't know. And then they were making some other sounds last night when I was asleep, or when I would wake up in the middle of the night. They make sounds outside every night. I know I've said that a million times, but it's just every night though. So that happened again last night, and it's gonna happen again tonight. And it's just every night. And it happens all day. There's just loud trucks outside. It's not really happening right now. There was that one earlier in this video, but like, and then usually when I'm making a video, they're not really driving a whole lot of loud trucks outside. There's usually more of them when I'm not making a video, but just all day throughout the day at different moments synced up, there will be loud trucks outside, loud motorcycles, and then they'll just keep driving around. And then there'll be, car horns and the cars hitting their lock button, and dumpsters slamming, and other types of banging noises, and construction noises, and trucks pulling up and dumping things in the dumpster, or dumping the dumpster, a garbage truck dumping the dumpster, or a semi truck unloading. Whatever type of sound effects. And it's not like I think everything's a gang stalker, okay? It's not like I'm like my own shadow is a gang stalker, or like every sound that I hear is a gang stalker. Like, no. They're doing it synchronized. Like, they let me know that it's a gang stalker because they do it right as I do something. It's just all day they're doing things like that. Every day. All day. Day after day after day after day after day after day. And when it's day after day after day after day, it's just kind of like, I'm just kind of like, I know I keep saying the same things on these videos, but like, you just gotta think, this is day after day after day after day after day. And it's just kind of like, just kind of builds up, and it's just kind of like, okay, guys, You done stalking yet? Nope, they're not. This is gonna keep going on day after day after day after day after day. And then nobody's gonna talk about it or share one single video other than the other TIs. Nobody's gonna share one single video other than the other TIs. And then people are just gonna watch it like this, and they're either gonna say nothing or they're gonna say, it's just cars, dude. You need mental help. But it's not just cars, dude. And no, you need mental help. And you need to see an eye doctor immediately because it's not just cars, dude. If I don't see him right now, not at this second, not right at this second, there's nothing out there right now. There's nobody. Not even regular people, if they exist. But like, yeah, like this. Oh, where is it? Like this charger cable for my laptop. I think they did this. Like it looks worse than it did before. Like it's just gotten worse over time. But like, I think that they did that. And they do things like that to like just randomly. And they don't do it a lot, like things like that, but I think they do things like that to me. And they'll make holes in my clothes and stuff. And then my recliner broke. I don't know if they did that or if it's just old or what, but they might have did that. I don't know. And like I said, my toilet has been acting up, and like it was just broken for a while, and I had to get it fixed. And I don't know if it was actually broken or if it was just to mess with me. Just so that I have to have someone come in my apartment and get it fixed. And just, I don't know. But it keeps like turning on, like it's filling up with water, and it'll turn on and off synchronized. And then sometimes bubbles will come up in the toilet bowl, synchronized. And go. And then this thing that just turned off, did you hear that? That's synchronizer. That just synchronized. That's a synchronizer thing outside of my apartment window. And it just turns on and off all the time, and it'll do it synchronized. It's like an AC thing or whatever. And it just turns on and off synchronized all the time. And it just did it right now. And my refrigerator synchronized a minute ago before I was recording. Actual facts. I'm trying to think of other things I haven't mentioned yet. I know there's something, and I've talked about when they made my nose bleed, but I don't know how long it's been since I talked about that. But like I was going live on YouTube, and then right when I hit the live button, my nose started to bleed profusely. And then, like, I called the ambulance and they came to look at it, but then it stopped bleeding by that point. So, like, I was like, okay, maybe it's just stopped now. And then, like, I don't know if it was the next day or like 2 days later, I was walking around, and right when I walk in front of the door of my apartment, my nose starts bleeding again. So it started bleeding at synchronized moments both times. And then that time it wouldn't stop bleeding and it just kept bleeding really profusely. And I had to go to the ER and get my nose cauterized. And I have an ER, an ambulance bill that I shouldn't even have to pay. The DHS should have to pay it because they made my nose bleed synchronized with whatever type of frequency weapon or whatever the fuck. Somehow they made my nose bleed synchronized. That was back in November last year. So that happened. And then when I was on the way to the hospital in the ambulance, there's gang stalkers driving behind me. And then the ambulance, I think they were gang stalking me because I told them to go to the back door and they went to the front door and I was waiting for them at the back door. But then they like went to the front door, so like I heard them over there, so I went back in and went up to the front door, and then they left before I got there. And they came back around like a few minutes later, and I'm just like bleeding out of my nose, like a lot. And but then they came and picked me up, and then there was gang stalkers driving behind. Like I think there was a one headlight behind the ambulance or something like that, or white SUV or something. So there's gang stalkers following us all the way there, and then when we got there, or like when I left there, there's this yellow Volkswagen that I always see gang stalking me. This yellow Volkswagen Bug, and it was sitting out there with its one headlight on and one door swung open, and it was just sitting out there. I don't like. I think it just sat there. It was just sitting out there pointing at the door of the hospital when I walked out. But yeah, the government owes me money. So if they want to cash at me, it's $ illcat1, the number one, $ illcat1 at Cash App. So if the DHS wants to cash at me so that I can pay off my nosebleed bills that they intentionally synchronized on me with their nosebleed machine, hit me up with the Cash App. They won't. They're greedy. Even though they print money, they won't do it. There's a loud truck outside right now. He sounds like a gang stalker. There's a white van driving by with a trailer on it. Like there's a camper on it. I don't know if that was gang stalker, but it probably. That my refrigerator just turned off. It's a gang stalker. Did you hear it? But like I saw that one car with the trailer today. I think it was today. And they always have like cars with trailers. Like it'll be a white truck with a trailer with a white SUV on it. And then it's usually a wrecked car on the trailer. It's just smashed up. And then like one night I saw or like a bunch of times I've seen like they'll have either a red truck with a blue car on the trailer or a blue truck with a red car on the trailer or some type of red vehicle like construction vehicle or whatever on the trailer. And I would see the bobcats. And just all types of construction vehicles, but like bobcats are like pretty frequent. And I don't know if it's because I'm ill cat or what, but they do, they do the cat directed conversation thing. They wear lion shirts and stuff, so I don't know if bobcats. I'm sure other TIs see bobcats everywhere too, but like I don't know if they synchronize bobcats on me because I'm ill cat too, and they do the bobcats on me more, or what. I don't know, but I see bobcats all the time. Yeah. And I've seen like license plates that say like cat stuff and like they just do a lot of different cat stuff on me. It'll just be like, I gotta go feed my cat, or like I just got a new cat, or like check out this picture of my cat. And they'll say the word cat synchronized. So it's like I'm walking up to do a delivery and I'm about to press the button on the screen and they're like, check out this picture of my cat. It's like right when I press the button, they say the word cat. They're like, check out this picture of my cat. Like I swear. It's great. Like I wish I could record like at my jobs because you can't really do that or you're gonna get fired. So if you're just walking around with your phone out all day recording everybody, like, unless I get some spy glasses or something. But they just they take advantage. And probably if I get some spy glasses, they're gonna like tone it down a little bit because they're watching everything you do. So they're gonna know if you're recording or not. So you probably wouldn't even be able to catch it if you tried to. But like the workplace mobbing shit is crazy because they just take full advantage and they're just really blatant with it. It's really sickening. And it's just, you're looking around at these people like, fuck's wrong with you? Like, really? That thing just synchronized again, turning off. Did you hear it? It just turned off again, synchronized. And there's just gonna be things synchronizing on me until I die. I'll be back on later, guys. I love all you real people. All you fake people, start being real. Quit bullshitting. And just admit, at least, just admit that you're a sinkerhead. Just admit it. All right, bye.